Sam Heughan cancels Scotland tour with Dakota Johnson due to irreconcilable differences. Thick fog enveloped the Highlands where Sam Heughan once woke up to a gentle sunrise through the windows of his traditional bluestone house. The Appalachian Mountains faded into nothingness before dawn, and the news that Sam Heughan cancels tour with Dakota Johnson rang out like a thunderclap in the middle of a normal day. The initial information was a brief announcement: there are no changes. The tour has been cancelled due to irreconcilable differences. This was perhaps the shortest shared line in the history of the media. But a long shadow stretched beyond that line. A relationship that once flourished. Sam, the star of the series Outlander, had long planned a unique trip with Dakota Johnson, his close friend and colleague who had starred with him in many special programs. A tour around Scotland, from ancient Edinburgh to the mysterious Loch Ness, from the vast Highlands to the West Coast. They set the agenda, departing from Glasgow Airport on assumed hereafter, May. They chose quaint boutique hotels, booked a private coach to take them through each small town. Everything seemed perfect, except for the fallout. First wind. It all started with a harmless rumor. An anonymous social media post, claiming that Dakota had criticized Sam's discreet and thoughtless travel style. The news was unsubstantiated, but it spread like wildfire. In a close circle of friends, the information quickly mutated: he always cancels after, she shouldn't. At a charity dinner in Edinburgh, an unnamed co-star told a reporter, "I heard they had a fight even before the trip, about Sam wanting to go to an old church, and Dakota romantically looking forward to a small cruise." The difference is not huge, but it reveals something deeper. Number one is sure, but the air is starting to get colder. The fateful day. In mid-April, when everything should have been perfectly prepared, a phone call was allegedly made from Sam's publicist. "We're out," they said curtly. Dakota, to his utter surprise, was kept in London for another film promotion. Rumors spread like wildfire. The press was all night. Fans were divided. One side was on Dakota's side, feeling cold-shouldered. The other side insisted that Sam was right. Everything inside him was so stressed, he couldn't take another unworthy romantic trip. Instagram, Twitter, TikTok are all boiling. The hashtag #SamDakotaScotland is fiercely debated. The memes are no less vicious. Sam, when he came, he was excited; when he cancelled, he was absent as a mist. A cold wind blew through the media. A cunning reporter asked directly, who is responsible for the sudden cancellation? Another press said, they had an intimate photo shoot in Inverness last spring, and it seems that the relationship has been showing signs of cracking since then. None of the news was verified. Therefore, 5 news stories came out, 5 in different orders. Sam was stressed, did not join the trip. Dakota refused the intimate photo, so cancelled. The original script was wrong. Both refused to clarify. Sam and Dakota chose to end, to the point of parting. One side has secretly sent misleading public messages, the seemingly unbroken bond. Before the news broke, Sam had spoken affectionately about his upcoming plans. "I can't wait to walk with Dakota through a small town in the west of Scotland, see the lighthouses, listen to the gadflies, drink tea and butter cakes at an old tavern." Dakota had said, "I want to share that experience with Sam. He loves his hometown and has a natural, warm way of leading." Thousands of comments online. How could such a beautiful friendship break? The silent fragments. A close friend revealed, her voice trembling, they treat each other like two people who are keeping their distance. Dakota doesn't blame us for cancelling, nor does he blame Sam. They're just lonely. In a corner of the old town, at the Lismore Cafe by the River Tay, where they used to sit and joke together, there is now emptiness. The owner, Margaret, shared, "They booked a table here twice. The last time, there was only a cup of tea and a cancellation form. That's when I knew the dream journey could not start." The other side of the story. The opposite news from Sam's representative. The two have a disagreement that cannot be resolved, but there is no reason to blame each other. They still keep in touch and may postpone the trip in the future. This made many people breathe a sigh of relief. At least it was not a complete breakup. Meanwhile, Dakota posted a photo of herself in a misty landscape, captioned, "This week, everywhere is home." Many people believe she is sending a secret message, not sad, but too lazy to explain. Imagine the missed trip. Imagine the scenario they planned, crossing the old stone bridges in the Highlands, where the only sounds were the rain and the echoes from the cliffs. Sitting by the fire in the factory where Bonnie Prince Charlie was cheering, drinking local whiskey. The road around the lake, where they promised, "If one of us changes our mind, let the lake know." But it was all just a scenario that never started. Theories of hidden reasons, imaginary press coverage. Conflict due to work pressure. Dakota was rushing to promote the movie, while Sam was tied to the post-production Outlander project. Different requests. Sam wanted a historical tour. Dakota preferred a romantic, relaxing tour. Unclear feelings. Friends noticed that both of them kept a quiet distance, as if afraid of being sad if they were too close to each other. Either way, only they know which words are true. Footprints remain. On the shores of Loch Ness, an amateur photographer took a few tour flyers, featuring Sam and Dakota holding hands, smiling sweetly. Now they are documents. What is to come will pass. But the images remain. Fans began to collect these fragments as souvenirs that did not belong to a lost journey. Finally, a spark of hope. After a week of sinking under the waves of public opinion, the agent secretly revealed, the two are negotiating to restart the plan, but this time, with the support of a professional agent. No matter how unclear the news is, fans still hope. Once again, the fog will clear, and Sam and Dakota will stand together in the Highlands, enjoying the land and sky of their homeland.